Hi everybody, and thank you for watching. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I contour and highlight my face using my favorite Holy Grail products. So if you're interested in seeing that, then please keep watching. Keep watching. Alright guys, so I do already have my eyes done, my eyebrows done, and my foundation is on, so we're going to just jump right in. So part of what I do to highlight is I take a concealer, which I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, and I go in and I use that sort of as a highlight. You just want to go ahead and put this underneath the eyes, on the forehead, on the nose. I'm going to take this little beauty blender sponge. You don't want to use a heavy hand while blending out your concealer because your under eye area is a super sensitive, girl. And you do not want to get wrinkles early because that would be so sad. Okay, honeys. Alright, so that is all blended out, so you can already see that my face in highlighted areas do look brighter. We're going to be baking now. I know a lot of people don't know how to bake or what baking is. My favorite, absolute favorite powder to bake with is the Maybelline Fit Me translucent powder, or translucent.
Oh, I'm translucent.
It comes in a bunch of different shades. But I use the shade 05 Fair because your girl is very, very fair. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take this and I'm going to dump out some of the powder, just like. Just so you have about like that much in the cap. Then I'm going to be taking up beauty sponge. I'm going to be dipping right into it. And I'm going to sponge this right underneath the eyes. What this is going to do is this is going to set your eye makeup so it doesn't crease underneath. And when you pile the powder on and you let it set into the skin, it's also going to further highlight your skin. Not today, evil, not today. No. Alright, so that's what your face should look like after you put all the powder down. I also think that two other really good powders to use would be the Derma Blend powder. It is just the loose setting powder. It's in translucent. This one's really, really good. And then also the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. I never say ethereal right, and I really hope that I said that right. These are really good. Moving on. So I also cream contour every single day because I'm just a bougie girl and I like to contour, cream, and powder every day. My absolute favorite product to cream contour with is the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick. So I actually use this in the shade Fawn. I'm almost out of this because I use it so often. Where you're going to be taking this is you're going to take this into the hollows, or where your hollows of your cheek should be. So a lot of people like to figure that out for yourself by fish face. So you can kind of feel out where that cheekbone is. But what I like to do, because you don't ever really get seen going, is I like to smile. And you can kind of see where that line should go when I smile. So I'm just going to take the cream, and I'm going to start at the top of that line, which is usually for most people by the top of the ear. I'm going to take that and drag it down about halfway. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I have a kind of big forehead, so if you kind of have the struggles that I have, you need to put it right where you're going to want it to look a little bit smaller. So I put some right there, just kind of calm it down. I do put a little underneath my lip because it makes it look more plump. And I do put it right in between my Cupid's bow. Now that that's on, I'm going to be taking my Elf Cosmetics stipple brush. Why can't I talk today? Help me. I'm just going to be taking it. I'm going to take it right in the areas, and in soft circular motions, I'm going to blend that up. Go right on the line, making the circles. I'm going to blend it upwards from where I started that line. I think a stipple brush is honestly the quickest and most seamless way to blend that out. There's no harsh lines. everything looks good, I'm just gonna go ahead on the other side, doing the same thing, just slow, soft stipple motions, going upwards from the line. Same thing on the forehead. And just again, the whole time you're blending, you're just doing soft circular motions. And you do not want a heavy hand because that's how you can really like press in, take makeup off, make it look cakey. You just don't want to do that. So now that that's on, another couple products that I really like to get this job kind of done for cream contouring, I like these Smashbox Step-by-Step contour sticks. They come in this pack of 3 right here, so you kind of get like a concealer shade, a bronzer shade, and then a contour shade. So that's really cool. These blend out really well. I recommend these. I also, like in my last video said, I really like the NYX Wonder Stick. I think that works really well. So let's go on to the next step. Bronzing and contouring are 2 different things, and for the longest time I thought like, what the hell, they are the same thing. So what the difference between the 2 of those would be is the bronzing warms up the skin, so you're not so dead, it kind of brings more life to you, and then contouring really chisels you out and gives you that defined effect. So I'm going to be taking the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It is such a good bronzer, and it's super affordable. It's from the drugstore. I'm just going to be taking this powder brush, swirling it in, and putting it really super lightly right above a little bit where I put that cream. This kind of helps to set the cream down as well, so it's not going to be moving around once other powder goes on top of it, which is nice. Now, I don't put cream underneath my jaw because I feel like it looks muddy for some reason on me. I'm not sure. A lot of people do it. If that's what you're into, that's totally cool. I just like to go in with a little bit of powder right under the jawline and blend it, of course, into the neck so you don't have any harsh lines, but just to give the jaw a little bit of a chisel. So this is how my face is looking right now. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna brush off the rest of that powder that's been sitting from the bake. So that is what my highlight is gonna look like under my eyes and all that good stuff. I think that it looks pretty good. We're gonna move on from bronzer. I'm gonna be actually now contouring. So my favorite product to do this with is my Lorac Contour Pro Palette. I'm gonna be taking just a Real Techniques. I'm going to be taking a Real Techniques brush that you've seen me use a million times because I need to show you guys different brushes, but I'm stuck on my faves. So for me, I need a very cool tone shade. If I use something too warm, it's going to end up looking muddy on me. So if you're a warmer skin tone, you're not going to want to use as cool tones as I use. If you're warmer, you're going to want to use a warmer shade. So I usually like to go in with this medium shade. I'm going to swirl my brush in that, tap off any excess, and then really go right where you put that line. In circular motions, you want to blend it up a little bit so there's not a harsh line. Just like that. Do the same thing on the other side. Put a little bit right underneath my lip as well. A little bit close up by the hairline. Now I don't cream contour my nose because I always end up making myself look like a freaking mess. So I just take a little bit of the powder, go really close in and just run it straight down my nose. I also like the Urban Decay Shapeshifter. This has a powder side. I always hold things weird. Has a cream side and a powder side, 2 mirrors, super cool. I also really like powders like the NARS Laguna Bronzer. Alright, so we are contoured out. I like to clean things up a little bit further. So I'm going to take a little bit more of that Fit Me palette, dip my sponge back into it. I'm going to go right where the powder kind of stops and all the product stops and just make a straight line like that. While I let that set in, we're going to highlight the face. What I'm going to be using today is my Anastasia. Dirty. Sorry. The Anastasia Sun Dipped Glow Kit. Oop. Here I go again with this. I'll be going in with these 2 shades right here. I'm just going to be using my IT Cosmetics fan brush. I'm going to be putting this on the high points of my cheeks. Swirl a little of the color around. Put this on the high points, just dusting it on lightly. Right in the Cupid's bow. Tip of the nose. You don't have to highlight all these places. I'm just kind of like a highlight freak. The forehead, I watched a couple of videos and it showed that it doesn't really do anything. So it's just kind of if you like it, if you like to be bad and bougie like me. I got this from Carly Bible. I highlight my little snot trails, as they tell her. I think it's so cute. Because I never finish up my eyes, I always put highlighter in the inner corners. So it really opens up the eyes and makes them look really pretty. And then right underneath my brow bone. And that's what the highlight looks like. Shine bright like a diamond. They're a good couple products for highlighting. I'm sure everybody has their favorite highlighter, but just in case you don't. So another really good one is like the Wet n Wild highlighters. I know they have a couple shades in this. These work super well. All the Anastasia glow kits, Becca highlighters. This one right here is in the shade Opal. I do have Champagne Pop by them as well. We're gonna go ahead and wipe the rest of this bake off. Alrighty, and that is going to be my face contour. That is the products that I use almost every single day. I obviously use other stuff, but those are my absolute favorite holy grail products. I'm gonna go finish up this mess right here. And I'll be right back. So this is going to be the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I did have a couple of requests to do it, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave me a thumbs up and subscribe to me. It would mean the world to my weird little self. I am trying to post once a week. Eventually I will get to 2 times a week, but for right now it's gonna be about every Wednesday or Thursday, depending on when I can edit and upload. So stay tuned, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.